quick walk around of my 1989 E30 325i Sport. Car's had all of the chassis gone through. There's no more rot. Any that there was cut out and plating was done and it was welded in place, so there is zero rot on the underside. And the car has received pretty much an entire front end respray after the wings and the bonnet were all treated to make sure that we don't get any more corrosion. So this is just a walk around of the car. It's absolutely really over the moon with it. No waxes have been applied yet, no polishing has been done. Just letting the car now sit for a few weeks to gas off. We will then polish it, and then I'll apply a G-Technic CSL Plus XO 5-year ceramic coating. But extremely happy with it. You wouldn't think it was, I think it's 37 years old, 1989. But yeah. Always wanted one. When I was younger, couldn't afford one. Now they're an absolute fortune, but I can afford one, so I got one. Over the moon with it. I've gone through it mechanically. Drives absolutely superb, silky smooth, and definitely producing over 160 horsepower now. Needs to go back on the dyno. See, our last run was 154, but I definitely found a big air leak since then, and we fitted a 6-branch manifold, so we're hoping it's over 160 now. Just a quick look at the interior. Yeah, the interior is actually in really good condition. Go to the driver's side, but we might get glare from the sun. Also done all the trims, and you see they look nice and fresh. Car's brilliant red, or brilliant rot, the German pronunciation. Now the sun's going in, so we can get a view of the driver's side. Well, kind of going in. The interior is not perfect, but it's actually, when you consider the age of the car, it's actually in very good condition. It's also an AC model, but the AC doesn't work. That is about the only thing left to do on the car, is to recommission the air conditioning. Get it sorted so it can be work off a modern type gas. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. The sunroof had a massive spider web in it, so it's been welded. The sunroof is the only area of the car that wasn't colour blended, as in we didn't paint into the roof. So depending on the lighting, you can spot it. The camera definitely picks it up, not so easy by the eye. But I didn't want to go adding paint to the roof for the sake of adding paint. But if it does my head in, I'll get the roof painted. But as it stands, I am very happy. I'm just going to paint those rear bolts red. Done the lower ones, the upper ones in the arch, because they now stand out. Now the car's looking so clean, so they need doing. Front's riveted. Yeah, just wanted to do a quick video going around it. The car will go back in the garage. As I say, it can gas off for a few weeks, so I'll just walk away, get some distance shot. Of course, the car always looked pretty amazing from this distance anyway, but with what's been done, it just means that now I get close up to the car and I don't see the corrosion or the rusting or the rot coming through on the wings or the bonnet. The bonnet was getting quite blotchy. Now the bonnet, considering it's not had a polish or wax yet, it really does pop. Mirrors were done as well, brand new windscreen. So the glass was out, all the door handles and stuff were off before the car had paint. Then we can get all the scuttle perfect. I want to say there is no more rot on this car. She is solid. Gone through, sorted, painted. Very, very fresh. I say, any future plans with the car? Well, we're getting it back on the dyno. See how far off the 170 we are, though. I don't know, feel free to comment, but with this being a later car, I know they dropped the compression on the engine. So actually maybe from the factory, these later cars were running about 164, 167. Anyone who's had these in the past, it'd be really good to hear your comments on that. I obviously know the earlier cars had higher compression, which is where they got the 170 PS from. They never changed the power rating officially on the later cars. But I have read on the forums that supposedly they dropped the compression on the engine, which in turn will of course not make as much power. But yeah, it's to go through it, see if we can get the power back up. But we have, the car is, everything's been done. No more air leaks. I've leak tested the car, got a smoke machine in the garage. So I've been through it. I've done all of that. So I show you that sunroof. No more spider webbing on there. So yeah, we'll see what it makes. I'm hoping for about 165 because then I'll be quite happy. Car burns a little bit of oil. Definitely needs the what do you call them? Oh, go where the rockers are. Got them in the garage, but the name of them has just eluded me. They literally cost about a £5 for a packet of them. But obviously it's head off and cams out to change them. I remember after I've done this video, I'll have to type it in what you call them. But yeah, to stop the burning oil, I may do them. Obviously I'd rather not take the engine out, so might be a case to stick some rope down it to stop the valves from dropping. That's it, valve stem seals. They're the ones. So yeah, I've got the Cortex ones and I've got another brand. So I got both because they were so cheap, and then when I eventually do them, I do a bit more research on which are the better ones. I think the Cortex might be the same or what BMW was using back in the day, in which case we'll go with them. But yeah, that's the only real thing really, is potentially it might need valve stem seals, but I'll say if it's about 165 horsepower, there's probably not much point in bothering, because they're probably costing me 10 horsepower maximum until it starts to smoke like crazy or drink a load of oil. There's probably not much point because the car doesn't really smoke at all, and it doesn't really use much oil. So in fact it drives amazingly, super smooth, handles great. Very, very happy with it. I always wanted to have one of these, and I've obviously been doing jobs on this, and over winter it's been with the body shop, who have fully repainted it and gone over the car with a fine-tooth comb looking for any more rot they could find. Obviously they did find some and it's been sorted, but thankfully actually when all of these wings were off, I will actually do a much longer video and incorporate it, because they sent me a load of videos. All the wings have been off, all the body kit has been off, the sills underneath those wings, the scuttle panel, the floor pan is all solid. There was some issues with the floor pan, they've been solved, and there was, basically I managed to punch a hole in this area here. To say, when I make a proper video, I will put the photos in, but yeah, I smashed a hole through there and I kept going until I couldn't smash the hole any bigger. And then I gave it the body shop and said, there you go, get that sorted, and it's all been sorted. All new, very happy with it. It looks amazing in both the shade and the sun. Thank you for watching.